Welcome back, everybody, for another news vlog. This is news vlog episode 10 on January 12th. Today, we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch presentation that just happened. I took some notes. Then we'll have some images up here of it. But as they said, for the release date, we're looking at March 3rd for the release date. The price of the console is going to be $199, and we have, you can see up here in the top, there's going to be two different consoles that will release, one with a neon blue and neon red Joy-Con joystick controller, or one with the gray controllers. Both the same price of $299.99, releasing on March 3rd. Let's see here. Before I get into I guess we'll go over the battery life. I was kind of disappointed to hear about the battery life because they gave us such a broad range of how long it will last. They said anywhere from 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours. How do they tell us that big of a broad, like 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours, depending on the game you play? That's really broad. Like, I don't know. They maybe just haven't done enough testing, so I don't have like a precise time, but 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours, guys, is what we're looking at for playtime on it. There will be online gameplay that we can do MMO gaming on, with, your friends and stuff, and you can also do it through your smartphone. You'll be able to get into parties using your smartphone. The online service is going to be a free trial at first, and then in late fall of 2017, it'll become a paid service. They didn't give us a price on that. Of what the paid service will be, but we'll keep you guys informed on that. As for the previous consoles, they've always had region locks on them, like games and stuff you couldn't play in certain regions. For the Switch, they are not adding any type of region lock, so you'll be able to play any game from anywhere. You can play the one that released in Tokyo, and then you can play the one that released in the US. You can play either version. It doesn't matter. On the Joy-Con controllers, it was kind of interesting. There is a capture button to where you can capture screenshots, and they said that this will also be enabled in the future to where you can also do recording of the gameplay. That'd be kind of nice. The Joy-Con controller has like an HD rumble to it. How he demonstrated it is that he was able to feel when ice fell into a cup and then when water was being poured. And this enables for in some of the games that they're releasing, so you can have, there's just a lot more senses involved in it, your touch, versus just like a regular just rumble where it's just a little motor spinning. This is more realistic. So we'll look at some of the games. I'll have them pop up the corner. Take this off. So there is 1-2 Switch. That's going to be releasing with the console on the 3rd. It is, you play against people, and it's not that you're looking at a screen to play. You're actually playing against a person, like a quick draw for like a Western game, shooting each other, playing, like fencing against each other and stuff like that. This game I think will be really cool for what the Switch has really appealed to me for, is taking the Switch out and about, taking it with me when I take my niece to the park, and being able to, she can bring friends and they can play like on the Switch. They can play this type of game, against each other. So it's not just you staring at a screen playing; you're playing against each other. So that's a really cool idea for the 1-2 Switch game. There is Splatoon 2 will be releasing. They said in summertime. You're just running around shooting each other with paint, and then it's kind of weird. I'll have down in the description the video or the URL to the entire video, so you can go and you can watch the actual, because they did a trailer for it. We have Arms, which looks kind of cool. It's a boxing type game, and you'll be playing against your friends. You can be split screen on the console or on the monitor. You could be playing against people. They're working on the online gameplay. They didn't say that it was ready at this point, but they did say that they're working on it. This game is looking at being released in the springtime of 2017. So just shortly after the release of the console. FIFA will be coming to it. I don't have an image of that. Mario Odyssey will also not be launching with the console, but it'll be launching after sometime in summer. This game, I'm really disappointed about this, because when there's a new console, there should be the new Mario come out with it. But they didn't say that it was coming out with the actual console, so I'm really disappointed about this, because that was one of, like, I always liked playing Mario, and when the new console came out, you always got to play a new Mario, a new different type of Mario. And so this one is kind of a Mario goes into a different world, and it looks like you also play outside of the world. So if you guys ever watched like the actual real life cartoon, or not, well, I guess the cartoon, where it's like real life at the beginning, and they're like, you know, in New York somewhere, but then they go into the drain of the shower, and they go down, and then they're in Mushroom Land or whatever. It's kind of like that. So that's kind of a cool idea. They did talk about Zelda. Zelda Breath of the Wild is going to be a release title, so that'll come out also on the 3rd. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will be picking that up right when you're picking up the console. It's going to be, you know, that's one of the most anticipated games, obviously, for this console is the Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have this other page. What did I write? Okay, for the console, what will come with it? You get the console, obviously you get the dock, you get an HDMI cable, you get a power cord, and then left and right Joy-Cons, and then you get the wristbands, which make it so the left and right triggers on them are a little more extended and easier accessible. So that was kind of nice. I like that touch. But there's the two consoles up there again. You can see them right there, the two different colors for the Joy-Con controllers. But I was kind of disappointed in the presentation. I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would have shown actual people playing it right there on stage. They did not. There's just all like pre-recorded footage, and I was really disappointed in that for the presentation. I didn't really want to be pitched the Switch. I wanted to see the Switch in action, not have all the executives just pitching their idea of the Switch to us when we already kind of know what the Switch is, but we just want to see how the Switch is in real life, how it's used and stuff like that. But we didn't get to see that, so I'm really disappointed. It did say that there will be a hands-on experience that you can get in 6 cities through like 6 cities and on 6 different Sundays until release, but that's 6 cities. And they didn't say where. I'm assuming there won't be one close to me, but if there is one close to you, you'll be able to find it out on the Switch website on nintendo.com/switch. They'll release more information there. But kind of wish I pre-ordered that Switch the other day. When we talked about when we first talked about the Switch release date, we were thinking it was going to be the 17th, and that online site in the UK was offering $249, and it's a price guarantee at $249. Would have saved $50, but $299. I'm still hyped about the console. I think it'll be fun. I just wish the presentation would have been a little more focused on like the gameplay of the console and seeing people actually use it on stage and whatnot. But it's about that, guys. So March 3rd, 2017, for $299, you can pick yourself up a Switch console. And that's about it for today, guys. I thank you guys for tuning in this late episode. We'll see you guys tomorrow early afternoon. But before I go, we do have a shout out to do for Nerd. We got a Nerdcessity. Got to pull up his YouTube channel real fast. Got a dog behind me chewing up something. I wonder what she's chewing up. Probably something crazy. All right, let me get this over here. I didn't get his Twitter from him, but Nerdcessity, he's right here. It's going to pull up in just a moment. Maybe TikTok takes forever on this thing. The joys of broadcasting on this little tiny, it's like it's the Windows Surface. So Nerdcessity, go check him out, guys. Give him a subscribe on YouTube. Uh, he plays. It wasn't like Black Ops, I believe. Rainbow Six. A lot of his new stuff's been Rainbow Six and Battlefield. Uh, and he does like a little bit of like tutorials on stuff, like not like tutorial, but like in depth, like the stuff he's doing in game, like how to do it. So go give him a subscribe if you like that type of content. It'll be down in the description. That's about it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Up here, you can watch the last episode. Up over there, it says something different, but you can actually watch the Switch broadcast. It'll be right there. I'll have the video for it right there, actually. And then over there, you can watch the YouTube suggested video. So, peace, guys.